You think women lose interest because you're not attractive enough. No. They lose interest because your entire energy screams chase mode. And nothing destroys a man faster than the fear of not being wanted. That fear changes how you text, how you talk, how you walk into a room, how quickly you abandon yourself just to keep someone's attention. Women can feel that desperation before you even speak. And the brutal part? Most men call it being nice. No. It's emotional survival. Here are 7 things high-value men never chase because the second you start chasing them, you start losing yourself. 1. High-value men never chase validation. Most men are addicted to approval and don't even realize it. Every post, every joke, every opinion, calculated, built for reactions. You say you don't care what people think, but your mood changes based on who viewed your story. That's not confidence. That's dependency with better branding. A high-value man doesn't wake up trying to impress the internet. He doesn't need strangers clapping to feel important. Because once your self-worth depends on attention, you become controllable. And people can sense it immediately. Especially women. You know what's attractive? A man who can sit in silence without needing to prove he matters. Desperate men seek attention. Dangerous men seek purpose. Big difference. 2. High-value men never chase women who act uncertain. This is where most men destroy their self-respect. She replies dry. Takes hours to text back. Keeps you emotionally confused. And instead of pulling away, you chase harder. You write paragraphs. Overanalyze emojis. Watch dating advice clips at 2 a.m. trying to decode her behavior. Why? Because you're addicted to the possibility of being chosen. That's the trap. You confuse emotional inconsistency with attraction. But listen carefully. When someone genuinely wants you, you won't constantly feel anxious. You won't feel like you're competing for basic effort. A high-value man understands this. Interest doesn't need to be forced. And confusion is usually the answer. The strongest move isn't chasing harder. It's walking away before your dignity starts negotiating. 3. High-value men never chase cheap dopamine. This is the silent killer. Not failure. Not rejection. Distraction. Your brain is overstimulated 24/7. Scrolling. Porn. Notifications. Random videos. Constant noise. You can't focus because your mind has been trained to crave interruption. And then you wonder why you feel stuck. Modern men are drowning in stimulation while starving for purpose. That's why you keep procrastinating. That's why discipline feels impossible. That's why your attention span is collapsing. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer escapes. A distracted man will always lose to a focused man with average talent. Every time. 4. High-value men never chase status to impress people. A lot of men don't actually want success. They want visible success. Luxury cars. Designer clothes. Fake CEO lifestyles online. Not because it fulfills them. Because they want validation disguised as envy. But women are smarter than most men think. They can feel when your confidence is rented. A high-value man doesn't build his life like a performance. He moves quietly, builds quietly, wins quietly, because real power has no need to announce itself. The loudest guy in the room usually has the most to prove, and deep down everybody knows it. 5. High-value men never chase approval from everyone. Weak men shapeshift to fit every room. Different personality around friends. Different personality around women. Different personality online. Why? Fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of conflict. Fear of not being liked. So you become agreeable, safe, predictable. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If nobody dislikes you, you're probably hiding who you really are. A high-value man accepts friction. He knows authenticity comes with consequences. Some people will misunderstand you. Some people will dislike your boundaries. Some people will disappear once you stop overgiving. Good. Not everyone deserves access to you. People-pleasing is self-betrayal in slow motion. 6. High-value men never chase constant contact. You don't need to text all day to build attraction. In fact, constant availability kills tension. A lot of men panic the second communication slows down. So they double text, send memes, force conversations, monitor activity like detectives. That's not connection. That's anxiety looking for reassurance. A high-value man has a life outside his phone. Goals, standards, focus. He's not sitting there refreshing notifications waiting to feel important. And ironically, that calm detachment creates more attraction than obsession ever will. Because emotional stability feels rare now, and rare things get valued. 7. High-value men never chase people who disrespect them. This is the one most men fail. You tolerate disrespect because you're afraid of being alone. So you accept mixed signals. Manipulation. Disrespect disguised as mood swings. You keep trying to earn basic decency from people who already showed you who they are. That's not love. That's self-abandonment. A high-value man would rather lose people than lose himself. Read that again. Because the moment you start tolerating disrespect, people stop respecting you entirely. Boundaries are not ego. They are self-respect with consequences. And people only value what they know they can lose. Closing impact.